everyone, and welcome to Andover High School for CTN's live coverage of girls high school soccer. It's the nightcap between the Cardinals and the Huskies. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro high above the action. And this is a girls Cardinals team coming in off their first victory, hoping that it can start to be the start of a streak.
Yeah, you know, this team is always known for its solid defense, and you know, they had a tough start to the season, Joe, as we've talked about on Sports Night and at other games. And he feels his last game, the girls have kind of turned the corner a little bit, and so I think tonight, you know, we'll see an opportunity for them to play solid defense. But I think offensively, it's important to get things going.
Well, and the Huskies, a team that is vulnerable, and other teams struggling with just one win to start the season. And you mentioned it for Coon Rapids, the key has been offense, just not able to get goals.
Yeah, Andover won their second game of the year 2-0 against Duluth East and have lost 4 in a row since. You know, they're able to put the puck in the net. I almost said the puck in the net. They're able to put the ball in the net. They average about 2 goals a game.
And we will see if the weather becomes a factor.
Yeah.
It's windy, it's gray and cloudy, but so far dry. But that could change by the end of this contest. Cardinals battling for possession in deep. Jenkins had to get away from her a little bit. This one's out the end line. A corner kick for Coon Rapids, and early pressure turning into opportunity for Coon Rapids. Aaron Jenkins will handle the kick.
Had a chance to talk to head coach DeJoy before this contest, and he feels pretty good about it. Thinks that they want to get this early lead here.
Header by Caitlin Ackerman, easily handled by the keeper.
That would be Aaron Mount. Throw in here for Coon Rapids. Gotta like the nice big numbers on the Cardinal jerseys, Joe.
I am a fan and have been for the years that they've been wearing them. Started with years ago having something similar to Andover.
Right.
Which a 4 could be a 1, could be a 14. From the other side of the field, 3, 4, 5, 6, single digit. All I can say is single digit, double digit.
Yes.
If they're over on the other side of the field. Until I get to really recognize players by the shoes and hairstyles and the way they size, way they run.
Well, we talked about on Sports Night Allie Erickson, who has been serving our country up until a short time ago in basic training back for Coon Rapids, and Coach DeJoy says it's a huge addition to their squad because she is their goal scorer up front.
She's the only listed forward in that starting lineup. Kalena Verdick, Aaron Jenkins, Maddie Bloomquist, Alexandra Misquick, and Caitlin Ackerman in the midfield. Courtney Ackerman, Leah Mao, Emily Koss, and Hannah Gross are the defenders. Nicole Frazier is the goalkeeper for Coon Rapids. Masungo is up front with Gibbs for the Huskies. Daninger, Jenkins, and Grice in the middle. Defenders are Novak, Wiley, Jenkins, Brook, and Vatney. Aaron Mount, as you mentioned, the goalkeeper. Coon Rapids maintaining this possession deep in the Andover end. So far have not been able to do anything with it, but at least keeping the ball in that end can lead to good things. Played back to Misquick, long shot in, and Mount will take it on a hop. Jenkins pushed to the corner, and it'll get out in front of Erickson. And a throw in for the Huskies.
There's head coach Tracy Griss.
Or at least the back of her head.
The back of her head, yeah. First year as a head coach. Been with the program 5 seasons. Early on, Cardinals keeping the ball down in the Husky end.
Emily Koss to take this free kick from just on the Andover side of midfield. Andover able to get to it first and turn it around. Megan Brook leaves it off for Novak. Which would have been impressive because there's Novak all the way out near midfield. See, I told you that was 14, not 4. There's a look at her face.
Always nice to, if you're going to identify from the front rather than the back.
Well, we're new at this. We've only done this once or twice. Another foul near midfield for Andover. Nice job, Dave Amy, getting around in front and getting us that nice close-up of Coach Gritz.
There's head coach Jeff D. Joy.
Now, see, we can identify him from behind.
Yes,
because our cameras have seen him plenty.
Just a few times.
Novak pushing it ahead, stopped up by Courtney Ackerman for Coon Rapids and turned around. Brooke waits for it, plays it far side for Megan Willie. Willie up the far side for Gibbs. Her play to the middle and nothing but red jerseys there, and Frazier will just come out and scoop it up.
Throughout the evening, I'll be acknowledging and thanking local merchants who have supported Andover High School soccer through their advertising in the Andover Soccer Program. We ask you to support local businesses as you are able.
There's an opportunity, a good shot off the foot of Allie Jenkins. Pretty easy save for Frazier.
And not much Frazier had to do there, just make sure she just scooped up that light shot.
But for Andover, it means they've had a presence in the offensive end.
Well, yeah, and that's something they haven't established up until then. Here this evening.
Now way out in front of the Cardinal forwards and scooped up by Mount. Again, a through ball that went a little too far, scooped up by Mount.
You know, I think those are some of the things that Coach DeJoy is talking to his kids about.
Masungo challenging down the near side, but it was broken up by Ackerman.
Doing a better job of putting their passes through.
Daninger getting it back to Masungo, left side. Cuts back, has a little bit of space. Opts for a little more, still a little more. Now the shot off the post, a rebound still loose. Coon Rapids able to get to it.
Boy, that was a great opportunity for Andover. Again, that off the post came out in front of the goal, but there wasn't a white jersey there to kick it home.
Long shot in, and it's over. Frazier and Andover's on the board.
I just misplayed that one a little bit. That's one you have to bring in. And Andover on the board first here. With a little more than 8 minutes gone by.
Scoring 8 minutes and 10 seconds to the first half.
There's that shot off the post.
Shot off the post by Masungo. Good job to find herself and create that space. And then there's the high lofted shot right off the crossbar over the outstretched fingers of Frazier.
Just couldn't quite get to the ball. And the Huskies draw first blood.
I love it. She watches. Yeah, it's in. It's all business.
It's all good.
It's all business. Exactly what I meant to do. Act like you've been there before.
Yep.
Well, Coon Rapids, who has had the majority of the pressure early in this game to be behind 1-0, has to go right back to work. Masungo working the right side this time. Held up there by Samantha Anderson. Able to get it to Novak, and now Jenkins. And Jenkins' shot is over the top. Goal kick, Coon Rapids.
Yeah, try it again, see if they can loft it up over Frazier. A little bit too much loft on that one.
Erickson a little touch to get it back to herself. Now trying to get it into Maddie Bloomquist. She shielded off the ball by Vatney, but Bloomquist still wins possession. Bumped to the ground, but no whistle. Able to turn it around. Stopped up there by Ackerman. Ackerman trying to get around the corner on Willie. Will play it back now to Erickson. Erickson crossing to the middle. Misquick can't quite get a header on it. Long race to it near side, and Courtney Ackerman there first. Check that. That's Kaitlana. Kalena Verde.
There you go.
Taken by number 22.
And no
Look at
call
the
there.
no
Yeah,
call.
a little push from behind. And surprisingly enough, no whistle blown.
Well, we saw a lot of physical play in the boys'
Oh,
game.
a lot of physical.
And not a lot of whistles,
Nope.
actually. And had that drawn a whistle, it would have been in the box and a free kick, or a penalty kick, rather. Andover with possession near midfield right side. Ball left off for Willie. Her long play toward the middle is turned around by the Cardinals. Stopped up now by Vatney. Challenged by Bloomquist, was slips it by to Novak. Back near side, Jenkins moves it ahead, skips away from Griss, and out off of Jenkins.
Cardinals quickly behind, so they're again obviously just 1-0, and they're not going to press, but they want to make sure offensively they're able to put things together.
Masungo can't quite settle that one, and Coon Rapids is going to keep a close eye on her. She's got speed. A bump near midfield. Erickson went down, but no whistle. She tangled with Megan Brook. Race to the corner, and this one broken up by Misquick. To Jenkins. Allie Erickson now. Trying to get it back to Jenkins. Broken up. Andover going the other way. Lexi Novak on the run. Near side for Griss. Trying to get it to Masungo. Daninger running onto it. Plays it far side for Gibbs. Return to the middle. Masungo taps it back out. Daninger. Good little footwork. Tries to set up Jenkins. Jenkins a left foot. And on a hop, Frazier has it.
Yeah, again, relatively easy shot for Frazier. Yeah, beat on that one that went over her head and into the back of the net.
Ackerman across midfield. Leaves it off for Erickson, but that's broken up. Gross stops it up with Adder. Jenkins a high loft over the defense. Erickson will come in to challenge, gets ahead on it. Vatney will turn it around. Stopped up by Ackerman. Ackerman trying to get around the corner on Willie.
Nobody there. Ackerman tried to clear it inside.
Be Coon Rapids throw in deep in the Andover end.
Entering the game for Coon Rapids, number 17, Allison Holmes.
Allison Olnison now for Coon Rapids.
And a gross
Kind of like her shoes, Joe Yud.
I dig them.
The bright yellow, fluorescent yellow soccer shoes.
Olness touching this one back to Mao. Pass was deflected but got through to Miss Quick momentarily. Andover turning it the other way. Griss, long ball trying to spring Masungo behind the defense. Koss able to clear it away out of play.
Well, you talked about it. She is very dangerous, very quick, and the Cardinals defensively have to make sure they mark her and know where she is on the field.
This one out the end line, and it will be a goal kick for the Cardinals.
15 minutes gone by in this opening half. Andover on top 1-0.
Koss boots this one back near midfield. Unable to get the spin she wanted on it was Verdict.
Coach DeJoy, little instruction
It's Maddie
there.
Getchell.
Maddie Getchell
Is down there with.
Yep.
Miss Quick moves it ahead for Allie Erickson. Erickson crosses to the middle. Ackerman settles. Sidesteps one defender, then ties up with another. And now Erickson will get it back. Steps between a couple. Left foot shot, and that's going well wide. Now to play. Goal kick Andover.
Erickson looking for that opening, but a couple of white jerseys there. Really, she didn't have a good path directly at the goal. Shooting for that far corner, Joe, but you had mentioned well wide.
Thank you to Ben's Auto for their support of Andover High School soccer. Ben's Auto serving the community, surrounding the community for over 30 years.
Getchell into the game, played that one back toward the middle. It was broken up. Here comes Jenkins to come in with the steal. Her shot also going well wide. And Mount nearly lost that one out the end line after she touched it. And they're going to talk about it and make sure that she didn't. That's right on the line.
Yeah, it's right on the line.
Never went out. Nope. Cardinals regain possession. Erickson had it taken away from her by Vatney. Willie, far side, ahead to Masungo, who is 1v4 back there. Long boot, Allie Erickson.
Not going to be able to run it down.
Behind the defense, but it's out of play.
Entering the game for the Andover Huskies, number 19,
Sydney Scott and Andrea Duffney getting in for Andover.
Yeah, get a couple of fresh bodies in there. We're just about halfway through this first half, getting an opportunity to get a couple different players on the pitch.
Getchell crossing. Erickson can't quite get there before it's broken up.
Oh, good
Andover
job.
finally clears right to their own bench.
Good job by Getchell, just getting the opportunity to get that crossing pass, giving her team an opportunity to redirect it.
Masungo has it bounce away from her. Holness to Ackerman. Ackerman draws the double team. Goes far side to Gross. Willie breaking things up for the Andover defense. Sets it back for Brooke, and now gets it back. Brooke, long ball, hops over Grist near center field. Olness controls for Coon Rapids. That play, nothing but white jerseys there. Huskies turn it around. Until Jenkins can't keep it in bounds.
Taken by number 22, Alexander Misquick.
Misquick threw in, and Leah Mao wasn't quite ready for it. You want to fake everybody out on the field except the person you're throwing it to.
Yeah, it's usually not a good thing.
Maybe if your whole team knows what you're doing is good, but at least the person you're throwing it into should.
I would
know
think
the
so.
ball is coming. Always be ready. Right?
Absolutely. Whatever you say, Joe Yen.
Always ready.
Always be ready. Always be prepared.
Erickson on the left wing, trying to cross. It's behind Misquick, broken up by Andover and turned around. Grist near center field. Her pass, not quite the right angle on it. And Mao is there to recover for Coon Rapids. And that'll spin out of bounds and a throw in for the Huskies.
Taken by number 7, Allie Jenkins.
You know, we saw in the early part of this game, Coon Rapids keeping that ball down in the Husky end, looking to do that here towards the second half of this opening half. There's a trip there.
Yeah, Misquick got her feet tangled with Lexi Novak, and Coon Rapids an opportunity here with a free kick from a relatively dangerous spot.
Well, Coach DeJoy says we really need to generate more offense, and these are opportunities for them to do so.
The girls started the line about 2 yards off the ball.
Just kind of backed up until they were ready.
Erickson will go direct, and way too much underneath that one.
There you're seeing again, just trying to get some loft on it, but too much loft.
Misquick got in on it, but right back out of bounds. Getchell kind of climbed up on Sydney Scott to get to that one. That'll usually get you the whistle.
Get the whistle.
Coon Rapids throw in. Taken by number 10.
You know what I say about younger siblings, of course. They're always the best athletes.
Well, yeah, because they have
She's got a lot to live up
yeah.
to. We talked about it before. Third of the Getchell girls to play. Older sister Mallory is one of the assistant coaches.
Yeah, good coaching staff at Coon Rapids. Jessica Christofferson, the goalie coach.
Joked with her a little bit early in the season about, it's possible that, yes, she was an all-state goalkeeper, but it's possible she had seen fewer shots against her as the Cardinals had seen through the first 3 or 4 games on their goaltenders all season. It's possible she didn't see that much.
But the one she did see, she was very good at stopping.
And it was an interesting, a very dramatic year for for the Cardinals. A overtime shootout victory in the section championship over Duluth East. Trip to the Metrodome, third place finish at state.
Yep. God, we've been here a long time. We really have.
Yeah, I think you might be offside there a little bit.
Yep.
Novak played it back, but Jenkins couldn't quite keep it in bounds.
Coon Rapids throw-in.
Bloomquist challenging Masungu. Played back to the far side for Willie. She bumps off of Ackerman and ends up out of bounds to the Huskies. A little less than 15 to play here in the first half. Andover holding on to that 1-0 lead. Allie Jenkins
Entering the game for Andover, number 12.
checking back in for the Huskies. Lexi Novak will get a break. Kalena Verdick ready to come back in for the Cardinals at the next opportunity.
Defense clears it away for the Cardinals. We haven't seen a lot of opportunities for Andover, really, for either squad. But Andover able to get an early goal here, and they're playing with a lead, and a little bit of confidence as they continue on here in the first half.
Nice little touch and go to Gress, left-footed shot right on, and Frazier's there to make the save.
They see again trying to create some space, and the shot, but just that Fraser right there for the save.
Nisquick trying to race her on the left end, stopped up by Willie. Erickson tangled up with Jenkins and ended up on the carpet. Willie will clear to Coon Rapids side of the field, stopped up by Gross. Jenkins turns it around. Stopped up by Vatney. Vatney controls and now plays near side. Disrupted by Getchell. And cleared away by Mao out of bounds.
Coon Rapids throw-in.
Oh, it went out off
No,
of
it went out,
Jenkins.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know that Jenkins got to it before it went out.
Give the Cardinals a throw-in right in front of
And
the
number
Andover
24,
bench.
thank you, Majestic Oaks Golf Course, for their support of Andover Husky Soccer.
Opportunity to get a couple more players on the field.
Hannah Engen comes back in for Coon Rapids. Andover loading their defensive end here against Coon Rapids. And
Erickson got a header on it and goes toward the net, scooped up and thrown away by Mount.
Husky throw-in. Rapids throw. Taken by number 25, Megan Martin.
A lot of play along that far sideline.
Well, that time Musango couldn't keep that in, but you're right. They're just trying to keep that along that sideline and work something then into the middle, but not able to control the ball.
Musungo keeps it in on the far side, runs along into the corner, and we'll play this in on Frazier, and it's an easy scoop.
And just getting some opportunities with some shots on goal. But as you said, relatively easy saves for Frazier, not being tested at that point.
Mao breaks it up momentarily, but Scott able to try and get it toward the front. Ball still in a dangerous spot, but a lot of red jerseys there. Getchell heads it. Misquick battling for it. Koss will find a cleared way out of play and reset the defense.
Yeah, at that point, just clear the confusion out in front. Get an opportunity to regroup.
Chris,
coming. Yep.
Good throw in. Headed right back toward her. She'll let it go back out. Get another throw in.
Maddie Grace with the Andover throw.
Koss heads it. Getchell settles. Getchell long boot. Erickson trying to run in on it behind the defense. Tapped away from her last second. Jenkins plays it back to Brooke.
Well,
She plays it out off of Jenkins.
There you saw the speed of
Or off
Allie
of
Erickson.
Erickson.
Yep, you saw the speed of Allie Erickson, just not able to quite get through the defender to get to the ball with an open opportunity, but she's got the speed to do that.
Getchell serves it to the middle. Nothing but white jerseys there. Verdict gets there, but late, and she gets taken to the ground pretty hard.
Coon Rapids
Out the
throwing.
far side, 8.5 minutes to play.
Thank you to the Bell State Bank for their support of Andover High School soccer through their inclusion in the Andover soccer program. Bell State Bank.
The Cardinals not able to control that on the sideline. Gives it right back to Andover.
Daniger trying to get around the corner. And a foul on the far side as we see Verdict on the turf again.
Oh, we talked about the physical play in the boys' game, and it's fairly physical here in the girls to start this first half.
Kick taken by Koss.
Koss settles this side for Mao. Mao had it swooped away from her by Allie Jenkins, and then Mao has to recover. Jenkins continuing to push. And it'll be out the end line. Goal kick, Coon Rapids.
Coon Rapids goal kick.
Yeah, good job of the Cardinals, just kind of riding her out and giving the opportunity for them to get that goal kick. Emily Koss with the opportunity.
Good touch passing by the Huskies. Megan Brooke works it far side for Willie. And back near side for Jenkins. They have two Allie Jenkins. 7 the senior captain, and 12, the freshman midfielder. But I guess they're not sisters, because that would just really confuse even the parents.
I wouldn't think so. And they do spell their names a little differently.
One,
no E at the end of one.
Correct. Allie Jenkins, the freshman, is just A-L-L-I. Allie Jenkins, the senior, is A-L-L-I-E.
I wonder if when she becomes a senior, she gets the opportunity to add an E to it. Another relatively easy save for Frazier. I mean, outside that shot that went over her head, she really hasn't been tested with anything difficult.
Working on the right side, cross attempt is out off of Gross, and it'll be a corner kick for the Huskies.
Entering the game for Coon Rapids, number 9, Aaron Jenkins. And for the Huskies, number 14, Sophie Gibbs.
Sophie Gibbs for Andover and Aaron Jenkins for Coon Rapids, checking back into the action. Time is ticking away here in this opening half. 4.5 minutes.
Get organized out there, come on. Courtney, organized. M, organized.
And again.
Ball pressure.
This one skips away from Jenkins, an opportunity for one of the Allie Jenkins.
Allie Jenkins with a shot.
The shot is wide and scooped up by Frazier.
Frazier up to play the ball.
I mean, that's what you've seen a lot of, just these harmlessly rolling in shots for Frazier to easily pick up. But Andover doing a good job of trying to keep it down in the Cardinal end.
Opportunity in close. Miss Quick shot is stopped up by Jenkins. Chance for Allie Erickson, and this time the save made by Mount.
A great opportunity for Coon Rapids here is that Miss Quick gets by the defender, but can't get the shot to go at first and then off the defender on her second opportunity. Andover clears out of the action.
And as we're watching that, the Cardinals score and even this one up. Allie Miss Quick makes it a 1-1 game.
Yeah, Miss Quick had a goal in their last game, and now an opportunity here with a little less than 3 minutes remaining in the half. As you mentioned, tying it up.
Erickson, great job stopping up and then sending it out front, and a great redirect by Miss Quick.
Yeah, and a nice job by Erickson just to get that pass across the goal mouth, and as you mentioned, Miss Quick doing a nice job of just redirecting it into that near corner.
We're looking at one opportunity, and the Cardinals cash in while we're in replay. Similar thing happened during game one of this. Second time we've
not a lot of goals scored in these games.
Not a lot of goals,
and
we've missed two of the four that we've seen this evening. We've missed while in replay.
Come on, Kaylin. Come on, Red. Your ball. Attack. Over that, Maddie. Watch that moving.
Cleared by Brooks, Coon Rapids throw in. Thank the USA Race Wrestling for their
Coon Rapids does a nice job of evening it up here as we end this first half, or get to the end of this first half.
Koss will play this one away.
Yeah, again, Andover looking to get numbers, but Koss just able to push it out of pressure. Defense sets back up.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Grease throwing right into the middle, an opportunity, but this one spins off the toe of Jolly Daninger and out of play.
Daninger had a good opportunity there. Again, just couldn't direct that one at the net. Ball came directly out towards her, and she had a free look at the goal.
Come on, Rick. Give a look. Give a look. Let's go.
Husky throwing by
Play the near sideline out in front of Maddie Getchell. Allie Erickson trying to get around the corner on Allie Jenkins. Jenkins able to play it back to Vatney, and Vatney will send it out of play.
Again, just smartly get it out of play, get your defense coming back towards your net.
Under a minute remaining in this first half, a 1-1 tie between Coon Rapids and Andover. Far side, Abby Krebs chased by Ackerman. Ackerman will push it out of bounds on the far side.
Husky throw by number 10. Abby Krebs. And again.
Smartly Getchell just plays it downfield with very little time left.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0.
And the buzzer will sound, indicating the half. Andover strikes first. Coon Rapids answers late, and we're tied going to the break. We'll be back with first half stats and highlights after this. You're watching Girls High School Soccer on CTN.
Seven 7,000 high school students drop out every school day. Let's catch them before it's too late. To start helping students in your community, visit boostup.org.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. You can have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Halftime of this girls' soccer matchup, Andover and Coon Rapids tied at 1 as we get through 40 minutes of play. Coon Rapids controlling much of the action and really setting the pace, especially early on. But a little more than 8 minutes in, a long lofted shot from Allie Jenkins was over the top of Frazier in net. Cardinals turned up the heat, especially late in the half, and finally Allie Erickson crossing and missed quick redirecting out front with just under 3 minutes remaining in the half.
Beautiful
Evened
setup.
that one up.
Yeah, beautiful setup by
And that
Erickson
came right
there.
after a shot in that it was behind the defense, behind the goaltender, but the defender stopped it, and then another opportunity that the goalkeeper stopped. They were putting the pressure on, and then as we were in the replay, we saw that, or that happened.
10 shots attempted by Andover, 6 of them on goal. Cardinals 7 shots, 5 on goal. But I think you're right. I think it looked that for the most part, Coon Rapids controlled the action in that first half, kept the ball down in the Husky end, especially in the beginning of that first half, and then again, as you mentioned, late in that first half. So they get that late goal, even it up, and now coming out here in the second. Coach DeJoy felt this is an opportunity for them to get a win on the road, and we'll see what kind of pressure they apply when the second half starts.
Well, offense has been an issue for both of these teams. Each tally 1 in the first half, but they're going to need more if they want to get a W. Both teams searching for that elusive second victory of the season. We return with the second half after this on CTN.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new.
Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt. And to follow the swimming rules.
You're always looking out for me and trying to keep me safe.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
Here in the garage.
Closet? Shoebox. Under the bed. Where anyone can get to it. How safe is that?
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you get stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it. Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Dave Emy getting a little bit of FaceTime on CTN as we hit the half. Our camera crew, deserving of every shout out we give them. They do the hard, the heavy lifting. We have the easy job.
We do have the easy job.
Especially on a long night like tonight. It's a long night to have a 30-pound camera on your shoulder.
Well, at least our night is not as long as it was last Tuesday evening, where we had to go back to our studio after this doubleheader and do sports night.
And that one went to overtime.
Yep.
Without Millington or Burlingame being in attendance.
He was there in spirit, though. That's why.
Andover will start with the ball here in the second half. They led for a good majority of that first half, but Coon Rapids, I think, shots were pretty close to even. I think Coon Rapids probably had a couple more good scoring opportunities than did Andover, but pretty evenly matched through 40 minutes, and now the second half underway.
Well, we'll see who can capitalize first here in the second half. Our scoring chances most of the time are at a premium.
Ball cleared by Koss. Husky throw in, Matty Grease.
Grease throw in, trapped by the Cardinals and cleared out. Erickson recovers near the near side. Played ahead, skips away from the defender. Ackerman will bump it in behind and give pressure. Cleared away out of bounds by Vatney.
Ball cleared by Megan Vatney. Coon Rapids throw in, number 35, Hannah Gross.
Cardinal throw in now way deep.
Another Coon
in
Rapids
Andover
throw,
territory.
taken by number 35.
Erickson stops that up, long left foot. And Mount will come out and take it away in front of Verdict.
You see the pressure applied here by Coon Rapids. Erickson just trying to loft that one up and over, but Mount being aggressive and coming out of the net.
Gross gets back, plays out way out of bounds in front of Sophie Gibbs.
Taken by Maddie Grease.
Maddie Grease to throw it in.
Oh,
that's a tough bounce right
Yeah.
off the face of Frazier and out the end line, and a corner kick coming up.
We'll see it again. Just maybe misplayed this little one, wasn't able to bring it in. Yeah, just ball goes through her mitts.
Corner kick, short post, stopped up by the Cardinals' Aaron Jenkins. Played back out near midfield where it stopped up and played back in by Megan Brook. Long shot attempt and a lazy hop to Nicole Frazier.
Well, it's kind of been the opportunities Frazier's had is just kind of those, as you mentioned, a lazy hop or just a slow roller to the net.
Masungo trying to get it into Grease, gets it right back. Her shot. The diving save made by Frazier, and it ends up out the end line in another corner.
Yeah, Frazier kind of got her ribs against the goalpost. You're going to see here. Grimaced just a little bit, but made the save. She took a little bit of a shot into the post.
Vatney to take the corner. Leaves it short. Daniger played it out front, but is headed away by the Cardinals. Erickson keeps it away from Novak in the middle. Back to Gibbs on the near side. Brooke a little give and go with Willie into the middle. Koss had a head on it. Masungo able to recover. Gibbs to the middle, a header. Didn't get the angle on it. Masungo recovers. Long boot off the upright for Megan Brook.
Again, Andover now just controlling a little bit down on the Cardinal. Again, getting some opportunities and some looks at the goal. Defensively, Cardinals just need to tighten and make sure they keep that ball wide.
Nice little footwork there by Jolly Daninger. Sophie Gibbs trying to get around Ackerman. Can't find the corner. We'll play it back for Willie. Morgan Willie, a long boot, well wide, and another goal kick, Coon Rapids.
Ooh, hot dogs $1 at the concession
I'll be right
stand,
back.
Joe. Yeah, go grab a couple, will you? I'll pay. My treat. You go grab some.
If you put money in my hand, that would actually become a reality.
What do you think?
Yeah. I'd gladly head to the concession stand and
for a couple of dogs.
Yeah, I'd have to tune into the YouTube channel and So I could,
On your way down.
Yeah, so I could keep an eye on you suffering and sweating in the booth.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I would be fine. If we should try and get that remote mic, though, you could actually go down
Right.
and just continue to do play-by-play.
Walk backwards.
And get a couple of hot dogs and come back up.
I forgot my sign language how to order. Two I got. I don't know the signs for hot dog.
Huh.
Or 4.
Or, yeah.
2.
4 hot dogs.
Por
Please.
favor.
Por favor.
Yeah, hot dogs is not in my Spanish vocabulary either. Erickson, a little hip check to gain possession. Looking for verdict far side. Comes free to Jenkins, a touch to the corner for Caitlin Ackerman. Ackerman crosses with the left foot. That's stopped up by Willie and cleared away. Out of bounds to the Cardinals right at the Andover bench.
Coon Rapids throwing.
Kept in bounds and Getchell on the run. Getchell crossing. Ooh, Erickson tried to trap that, took it off the chin. Stays with it. That time she got to trap it with the chest. It's a little less painful that way. Lexi Novak. Long look for Masungu to the corner. Masungu. Bumps a little bit there with Sam Anderson. Leaves it off. A shot turned away by Koss. Ackerman had a touch on it. A little miscommunication there, I think, between Gibbs and Novak.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do a little give
job,
and go.
Good job by Getchell breaking it up and then playing it out off the Andover player. Long play, Misquick running onto it, a shot and a goal!
Oh, Misquick with it, just using her speed, able to beat the defender to the ball and did a nice job of making sure she directed that shot into the net. What a pretty goal.
And her second of the game gives Coon Rapids a 2-1 lead, a little less than 10 minutes into this second half.
Yeah, nice.
Jenkins, a great feed, perfect spot, and Misquick outraces Megan Vatney and one touches it past the diving keeper.
Yeah, just a half a step there closer to the ball, and Misquick able to put it into the net for that 2-1 lead. That was a nice one, and no one that would please head coach Jeff DeJoy. You know, especially since they've been playing pretty solid defense for the most part, especially in the last couple of games. You know, Coach DeJoy felt that this team has turned the corner defensively.
See the clock there ticking away. Still a little more than 30 minutes to play in this second half.
Well, considering that Andover, I think for the most part of this second half, been controlling the action down in the Cardinal end, and Cardinals coming back and getting that goal.
That shot well off the mark. Be a Coon Rapids goal kick. Masungu, her pass broken up by Gross. Masungu will get it back. Working against Ackerman. Grease will throw it in. Koss trying to clear, and we'll get it back out of play.
Coon Rapids clear. Grease with the throw.
Another throw in by Grease.
Grease got a good power. She can
does.
get it right into the middle. Header toward the back of the net. Back corner, and it goes wide.
Yeah, with that kind of throwing, it gives Andover a great chance to score.
Entering the game for Coon Rapids, number 17, Allison Olness.
Allison Olness back into the contest for Coon Rapids.
Willie's pass stopped up by Jenkins. Out off of Gibbs. Couple of touches as the Cardinals work it toward the other end. They now cleared away out of bounds as
Ball cleared by Mackey. Coon Rapids.
Getchell, Misquick, and Erickson were all touching it back and forth.
Well, Misquick looking to be aggressive, looking to see if she can get that hat trick here this evening.
Long shot going well wide. Easily scooped up by Mount. Good boot, tracked down, and Mao will clear it away out on the far side.
I'll give the Huskies a throw in on the far side.
Thank you, Andover Care Rehabilitation, for their support of Andover High School soccer.
Cross to the middle, stopped up by Hannah Gross. She bumps with Grease. Gross and Grease. And cleared away by Coon Rapids, back out near midfield. Stopped up, played back toward the middle by Brooke. In the middle is Daninger. Her pass taken away by Misquick. Misquick and Daninger. Daninger comes away with it. Misquick disrupts. And now it's Getchell moving it along. Stopped up, and now Aaron Jenkins sends it toward the Andover end.
Husky throwing.
Jenkins a little fake, able to get a little bit of space, then plays it too far into the corner. And they'll clear it away out of bounds. They missed the mic.
It went over, I think it was our last soccer game.
Yeah. Thought it was a contest. Win a sandbag. Misquick turns and shoots. But this time, Mount is there for the save.
Yeah, easy save for Mount on that one. But the Cardinals applying some more pressure down in the Husky end now with that 2-1 lead. Looking to add a third goal to make it that much more difficult for Andover to come back.
Next goal will be big, no
Yes.
question. We'll either tie it up or possibly put it out of reach. Still a lot of time to play, though. This one left there. Daninger finds her way to the middle. Left foot deflected. Masungo had it momentarily. Daninger has it back. A couple of Cardinals collapse, and coming away with it is Allie Elness. Andover able to regain possession. Daninger now is deflected, I think.
Yeah, I believe it was. It remained Andover's possession.
Corner kick. Allie Jenkins, the freshman Allie Jenkins, take this kick. Good spot, but red jerseys get there first. Misquick clears it a little bit away. That shot attempt is blocked. Another that is well wide. And it'll be a Coon Rapids goal kick.
And just a little bit of pressure from the Huskies, but not able to get a shot on goal. Hannah Engen back in for Coon Rapids.
Masungo leaving it for Grease, a left footer, and that's wide and out of play. And another Coon Rapids goal kick. Miss quick. Ahead trying to get Erickson on the run. This one stopped up. Turned around, but Andover recovers. Grease on the run. Will take the shot. This one's going to miss wide on the far side, not a play, and another goal kick. Well, Andover is getting the ball into the Coon Rapids end.
Yep.
They've been settling for shots from a ways out, though.
Yeah, and they haven't been accurate shots either.
They have been wide of the mark. Unofficially, I have them for 20 shots attempted, 8 on goal. That ratio was much better in the first half.
It was.
I don't know. I actually don't remember what they had for shots on goal at the half. They may not have had a shot on goal here in the second half.
I think it was 6. Was it 6, I believe?
Just a reminder, folks, the concession stand is still open, and hot dogs are now just $1.
Hot dogs for $1.
I don't know if they get down to 50 cents. Maybe it's
I know,
worth
they
it.
were running, right?
Yeah.
By the time we're out of here, if they're still open, we can stop
Maybe
by
get
and
some
see if
free.
they're free.
Yeah.
Right? Get some popcorn for the ride home.
Well, candy.
Yeah, candy they don't really discount.
I know.
It's not going to go bad.
But
unfortunately,
guy can ask.
It's awfully good.
Yeah.
Grease in the middle. Pass stopped up by Gross, turned around. Willie breaks up that outbound pass. Mao will clear that out of bounds. And a throw in for Andover. We've seen down here that Grease can put enough on this throw in to make it a dangerous play. Maybe not from this far out. But she can play it at least to center field. Does get it in there deep, headed away by the Cardinals, out of play off the end line, and a corner kick, number 6 of the evening for Andover. See, as we tick toward the halfway point of this second half, kick goes up to the top of the box. Cardinals trying to clear but can't. Stopped up far side, back into the middle. Gibbs his touch, turned away by Koss.
Yeah, and that one's just
Finally
played out of bounds.
Cleared away by Hannah Engen. Coon Rapids cannot continue to allow the play to be down here at this end. Another corner kick coming up as it deflects out off the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing Coach DeJoy would say, we've got to be able to do a better job of clearing it out of our end and then kind of control, with that 2-1 lead, they'd like to take it down and control it down in the Andover part of the field.
Yeah, you don't even need to score.
No,
just keep it down there where you can't be scored on. This one's still bouncing around. And finally cleared by the Cardinals. I'm not quite sure how they kept it out of the net. 2 good opportunities in close from Andover, and they come away with nothing. This shot is high, wide, out of play, and a corner kick coming up.
Yeah, you talk about a great chance. Watch it here. as that ball is just going to kind of roll around the goal. And there you see a defender knock it away from, really from Frazier and then cleared out of harm's way.
Oh, I thought it was two
No,
opportunities
No.
by them.
It was
Gibbs
just-
had the
yep.
chance, and then it was the defender who actually
Yep.
was trying to clear and cleared it out off of her own goalkeeper. But either way, Cardinals dodge a bullet right there.
Yeah, you just need to get the ball out of your end. They have difficulty doing that here so far.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get anything going at all because they haven't had possession of the ball.
Yep, now a foul on Coon Rapids, so it leads to a free kick.
Misquick is the hero thus far.
Yep,
with
2 goals.
both goals
Yep.
for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Matty Grease boots it directly at the net. A little too high. Figured, hey, this goaltender gave one up that was just up over her head and high, so I'm going to go direct and try and sneak it between the keeper and the crossbar.
Verdict and Jenkins are going to come to the action for Coon Rapids. Come back into the action, I should say.
Well, and whatever it is they need to do, they need to just get the ball down at the other end.
And they haven't been able to clear it out here in the last number of minutes.
Jenkins gets it to Erickson. Erickson will boot it ahead for Verdict, but it's quickly turned around. Misquick stops it up. Taken away by Allie Jenkins, the freshman. And this is Abby Krebs. Verdict steps in and break it up. Keeping control along the near sideline and racing into the corner. Jenkins stops up, back for some room. Now trying to cross out front. That's stopped up.
Cross by Verdict. Cleared by Andover.
Played away by the senior Allie Jenkins. Turned around by Emily Cosson with a couple of Andover players on either side. She just clears it out of play.
Yeah, clears the ball out of play, gets the defense opportunity to set up.
Throwing in a little too much on it out the end line and a goal kick, Coon Rapids.
Yeah, this time they're going to call foul on Andover. And you take your time, adjust your socks before and let the clock run down a little bit.
Yeah, every second off helps when you're in the lead.
Absolutely.
But no real need to feel a sense of urgency quite yet for Andover.
No, they got still plenty of time.
They've been doing a great job of getting pressured, keeping the Cardinals bottled up in their own end. And if they continue to keep that up, they're just fine. No need to start to worry. Sungo trying to get behind. Leaves it off. Gibbs, a long shot. That's off a defender and out the end line. And a corner kick coming up.
That one just cleared away by the Cardinals. Sunga tried to do a good job of feeding back to her teammate.
Trying to get the cross for Abby Wilson crashing at the back door. Vadney will take the corner. Misquick got ahead on it first. Ackerman back out near midfield. Vadney, or Verdict rather, battling for it against Brook. There to help out is Engen and get it back to Verdict. She touches it to the corner, but then was tripped up. Will not be able to pressure as Krebs retrieves for Andover. A give and go attempt broken up by Erickson. Engen back to the middle. And a long run, and Masungo behind the defense. In on a breakaway. Great recovery by Emily Koss to break it up and not commit the foul. Masungo still trying to get to the front of the net. Broken up by Mao.
Yeah, Koss using her speed from behind broke that play up, which looked like an opportunity for a breakaway. There you see it again. Watch Koss use her speed. She's able to knock that ball away from Sunga.
Koss goal kick. Skips off the head of Tara Westerlund. Put back in the middle. Grease tried to send Jenkins in, the freshman Allie Jenkins. Ackerman has one spin off the side of her foot, out of bounds, right in front of the coaching staff for Coon Rapids. Grease trying to get Gibbs behind the defense, cutting across. Erickson in to help disrupt things and comes away with the ball for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, and then she's able to put the ball far side, granted out of bounds, but again, it clears that congestion up in the middle.
Misquick breaks this opportunity up. Jenkson sends it back near midfield. Turned around by Vatney. Mao cleared away on the far side in front of Abby Wilson.
Well, give Andover some credit of controlling the ball down in the Cardinal end. They're not getting the shots they want, but you know, keeping it down in that end gives them that opportunity.
An opportunity at the back door, across, a header, and a goal for Grease. A nice cross, a great header, no chance to stop that one.
Yeah, again, no. Then she gives the the Johnny Manziel. That's for Dave Paulson. Yeah, but you're right. Great cross and a great header for the goal to get the equalizer here for the Huskies. Yeah, no opportunity. Defense can't get back to do anything about that particular one, and Grease is going to get the goal.
And that'll tie it at 2. The pressure finally pays off for the Huskies. But now they can't relax, or else they may find themselves getting too relaxed and allowing Coon Rapids to come right back.
Right, exactly. But they have to, again, you have to feel pretty good at all that pressure down on the Cardinal end, as you mentioned, finally did pay off for the Huskies. And, you know, that's the one thing that I know will concern Coach DeJoy is got to do a much better job of clearing the ball out of our area.
Misquick leaves it for Jenkins. Gross plays that one a little too far in, scooped up by Mount. Just over 10 minutes remaining in regulation of this tie game. We saw the same last week, didn't we?
We did. It ended up in a tie.
Overtime tie in game 2. Grease able to out-battle Jenkins for that one. Cross to the back corner. Has a friend charging Wilson, trying to get it back in front. The shot through traffic, a diving save is made by Frazier.
Yeah, Frazier has to make sure that she stops that one up. Again, more pressure by the Huskies as Frazier able to grab that attempt.
I'm just impressed Westerland was able to push that through so many bodies.
Coon Rapids throwing. Entering the game for the Cardinals, number 17, Allison Otis.
Allison Allison going to check back in for Coon Rapids. Mount coming way out of her goal. Clear that one.
Coon Rapids throw. Thank you goes out to Healthy Vibe for your support of Andover High School soccer. Healthy Vibe, nutrition, energy, and wellness in Andover.
Out the far side in front of Allie Erickson.
Coon Rapids foul, Andover Husky free kick.
Oh, I guess they called her offside.
They did.
Husky throwing.
Krebs. Pressure, plays it to the corner for Gibbs. Back to Krebs. Krebs crossing out front again. This time it skipped off the thigh of the freshman Allie Jenkins. Erickson couldn't quite get that directed the way she wanted. Ends up out of play on the far side.
I just was informed there's not going to be any overtime.
Oh, is that right?
That is correct.
Someone is predicting a winner.
No, I just think it's going to end in a tie if it ends in a tie. I'm just going by what they told me up here in the booth.
Who?
The score team, the PA announcer mentioned there's going to be no overtime.
Why would there not be
I'm not really sure.
Well, that's kind of bizarre.
Isn't it, though?
I mean, it's a league game. You have to go to overtime if you don't settle it in the first 80? Well, Shapiro goes to get some clarification. There's a possibility still with a little more than 5 minutes remaining that we will find that deciding goal before regulation ends. I think Shapiro may have misheard, but
No, I mean, he told me that if it's a conference game, there's no overtime. But what was the game we did last week? That was Robbinsdale, Armstrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
conference games should have overtime.
It should, but we'll see. We'll see
the
if
guy
it is.
running the scoreboard is in a more official position to decide
than
that
we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Maybe he's got somewhere to go.
The officials on the field.
They're the ones that decide what's going on. But yeah, that was surprising. We'll see what happens. There's under 5 minutes left if it ends
again,
this
as
way.
I was saying, as you stepped away, there's a possibility that we could have a deciding goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Strong shot by Grease, misses high and wide. Cardinals racking up the goal kicks, especially here in the second half, because the Huskies have been keeping the ball at this end and pressuring.
Husky throwing.
Throw in, pushed right back out of bounds. Under 4 minutes remaining in regulation.
Supposedly.
No, we're certain of that.
Well, yeah, in regulation, but in the game, but yeah, we'll see if
In
it
the
goes
game,
to an
we
OT.
don't know.
I don't know. That's first I've heard of that.
I'm pretty sure that we would do an overtime.
You would
Grease
think so.
shot is deflected off a Cardinal player out the near side. And she'll hustle over to take the throw in. Maddie Grease, the tying goal on the great cross by Krebs. How many times do you get to say that fast? And there, tried to repay the favor. Krebs got a body on it, but it ends up short of the net. And out of play, a goal kick, Coon Rapids. Three minutes remaining.
The foul, Andover free kick.
You see the clock ticking down, under 2.5 to play regulation. Maddie Grease, another throw in deep in the Cardinal end.
That'll be a goal kick. A couple of Andover players there, but they both kind of fought each other off for the ball and went out of bounds.
Well, and you've got to have concern if you're Coach DeJoy about how much defense you had to play in this second half.
Oh, absolutely. Way too much time in their own end, down in that end.
And this one's going to end up out the end line. They're going to call the Andover foul before that. So it'll be a Coon Rapids free kick. Yes, just far too much presence in the defensive end. Far too much time spent down here. They did score in the second half, but really, I mean, time of possession in the attacking zone heavily favors Andover in this second half. And I don't know if that's because Coon Rapids pulled back into a little defensive shell after they had the 2-1 lead, but if that's the case, it didn't really pay off.
No, it didn't, because they scored that second goal to tie it up.
And we are ticking down to the final minute in regulation.
Now I'm anxious to see what actually happens if they actually do go into
Well, we
overtime.
talked about last night on Sports Night about you were saying swimming, or you were saying volleyball next week. I was saying swimming. Turns out I was wrong, and it is
That was the first for everything.
You are correct.
There is volleyball next week.
Volleyball next week and swimming the following.
Correct.
Well, now we get to be back to even because you say no overtime. I say there is. And in 30 seconds, we're going to find out that we're going to play 10 more minutes of soccer.
Well, I certainly don't. I don't think that's the rule. I was just repeating what I've been told up here.
Grease a throw in. One last chance for Andover here. Bounces. Well, he is saying game over. I don't know why that would be, but and if that is indeed the case, and you are right 2 times in a row, and I am wrong 2 times in a row.
Well, I can't take credit for being right in this one. Yeah, I guess that's it. They're going to shake hands. So.
No overtime. So You are correct. I am
Oh,
wrong.
chalk
Twice in 1 week.
Wow, I gotta write that in my diary.
And now see the officials are coming over and saying we have 2 5-minute overtime periods. So
Well, I'm not going to take credit for being right or wrong in this situation, because if
there we
There
go.
we go. 5-minute
We're right.
overtimes.
Joe's right. We will take a break. We have 10 more minutes of soccer to play. It'll be 2 5-minute overtimes. Huskies and the Cardinals. We'll see if we can find a winner when we return on CTN.
Did you know volunteering can be fun? Community service is for everyone. Young people, families, men, women. As a volunteer, you'll help your community and gain valuable skills. Network with others. Energize your life. Make an impact and have fun. Get in step with your community. Volunteer. Visit www.lionsclubs.org.
$7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
I know, 2 seconds. Hang on, just stand still. Stand still.
Boys, hang on, boys!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Back at Andover High School, 80 minutes of soccer, not enough to decide a winner between Andover and Coon Rapids, so we'll play 10 more.
Well, then, yeah, and you talked about it as that second half ended, the amount of time that Andover spent down in the Cardinal end.
The statistics were nearly, and I understand they're young official.
Of course.
But the statistics were relatively even through the first half of play. And we had a 1-1 game. The statistics in the second half were incredibly lopsided. At the end, by my count, I have Andover with 26 shots attempted, 11 on goal. While that's not the kind of percentage, because they had only missed like only two of their shots hadn't been on goal in the first half. And same with Coon Rapids. I think Coon Rapids was like 8 shots attempted and 6 on goal. So they had 11. It finished with 11 and 8. So, only a couple shots attempted, a couple on goal in that second half in Andover. Meanwhile, it just kept shooting and kept shooting. Coon Rapids ended up with 18 goal kicks to just 4 for Andover.
Yeah, and that's not the kind of stats that you want to have, that you
means
want
the
to build
ball's
up.
in your end
way
too
too
much.
much. Absolutely.
Husky throwing. Served by Coon Rapids.
Long boot. Clears that one a ways away from the net. And now all the way down to Mount. She scoops it up and punts it back. Ackerman didn't get quite as much on it that time. This one's stopped up by Miss Quick. She's tripped up by Daniger, and that'll be a Coon Rapids free kick.
Allie Miss Quick with both Cardinal goals here this evening.
Long ball trying to get behind the defense and give a chance for the attackers to get there, but Mount able to get there first. Gonna be too far in front of Wilson and out of play.
Sorry by the amount. Husky throwing.
Neither of these teams wants a tie tonight.
No.
Both will accept it much better than a loss, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
But Coon Rapids, I think, after the way that second half played out, I think Coon Rapids has to be satisfied if they tie. And I think maybe they got away with one because thoroughly outplayed through the second half. Andover, the aggressor and dominating in time of possession and scoring opportunities.
Well, yeah, they have been, and so you're right though. But they got that second goal early in the second half, and then played pretty tough. But withstood a lot of pressure from Andover. But finally, before Andover was able to put in the equalizer.
Grease the throw in from deep in the Coon Rapids end. Headed and out the end line. Another goal kick, Coon Rapids.
Coon Rapids goal kick.
Time is ticking down in this first 5-minute overtime period. It will change ends.
Yeah, and really no good opportunities for either team in that first overtime period or thus far through the first overtime period.
Grab ball, come on! Helena, hustle!
This overtime period is over in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And that'll do it for the first overtime. And Howie, neither team getting any real opportunity as we talked about through that first 5-minute overtime period. Much the type of game we saw in the first half.
We'll have another 5-minute overtime.
But we will see if either team can kind of force the issue and make something happen and try and get away with the victory.
Well, Hannah Engen coming back in for Coon Rapids here in the second overtime.
Well, we talked about it. That's never a good sign.
No.
That's Megan Brook, and she's...
Maybe she had one of those $1 hot dogs, you think? Maybe I'm glad we didn't go down.
Both teams, for both teams, with the way this season has started, a tie is not the worst thing that could happen. But as for Andover, you got to come away feeling pretty good. that you came out and you really, even behind, dominated this game.
Oh, yeah.
and gave yourself a lot of chances to win this one.
And then now, you know, Andover looking to see if they can. This is the side they dominated on. Maddie Grease going to have another throw in.
And headed out the end line by Morgan Willie. A little bump there,
Yeah.
maybe a little frustration, but draw the whistle.
Andover Huskies throwing.
Erickson with an opportunity trying to get behind the defense. Long shot is going to be well wide.
Well wide. Didn't
And
really
out
have
of
any
play,
help.
A goal kick coming in.
Not much she could do about taking the ball in by herself, so she just attempted the opportunity to get a shot on.
Coon Rapids throw. Ball through Miami Press.
Long play to the other end, and Koss will just clear it away in front of Grease. Under 2 minutes remaining in this second overtime. And she's a dangerous player. Koss trying to clear, stopped up by Grease. That one in, and it's a goal. Just misplayed by Frazier, and Andover has the lead.
Wow, and that's one that Nicole Frazier would certainly love to have back, and that's got to be heartbreaking for her because that's a stop she should have made. And again, she just misplayed that and then went into the back of the net, and that's a tough one for Coon Rapids. No, you apply enough pressure down there, and you get an opportunity, but now with
90, just over 90 seconds remaining, and that one, I don't know if she lost sight of it.
It's tough to see, but
that was just a kind of lofted pass, and Nicole Frazier misplays it. It ends up in the back of the net, and Andover could get out of here with a win.
yeah, if that's the way it ends, disheartening loss for Coon Rapids. Played with the lead for the most of this contest at 2-1 and gave up that second goal to force it to overtime. And of course, Andover not in a hurry to get rid of the ball. And you got a feel for Nicole Frazier on that.
Maddie Grease will be the star. 2 goals in this contest. The tying, and should the lead hold through another 20-plus seconds, winning goals, helping her team break a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah, and that should be the way it's happening. Andover will take the win and their second win of the season.
The buzzer will sound, ending the game, and a weird one.
Yep.
Slips past with 90 seconds left in the second overtime period. Maddie Grease gets her team the victory.
Apparently, grease is the word.
And a head scratcher
Yeah,
for
he's-
head coach Jeff DeJoy.
Yeah, definitely
and
left.
the Cardinals girls squad. Had the lead through much of that second half. Took the lead in the 10th minute of the second half on a great race to the ball by Allie Misquick. One touching it past. Good feed by Aaron Jenkins. But really, that was about the only opportunity Coon Rapids had at the Andover end through the whole second half. The Huskies just pestered and fought and pounded the Coon Rapids goal.
Yeah, I don't.
Krebs crosses and a great header by Maddie Grease with just over 11 minutes left in regulation, and then this is the winner. Lofted left foot that Frazier somehow misplays. It goes between her legs and into the net. And Coon Rapids hanging their heads a little bit as they exit the field.
Yeah, and there's Maddie Grease with the 2 goals here this evening, and you know, Allie Misquick also on her counterpart had 2 goals, but her second goal was the one that put it away for her team, and it'll be interesting to talk to Coach DeJoy to see what his thoughts are on this game. But that's a tough loss for Coon Rapids.
And for it to end the way it did. Here's what we have coming up for you here on CTN. Live football from Anoka on Friday night. Cardinals taking on the Anoka Tornadoes. Both teams at 0-2, looking for their first wins on the season. And then our first look at the volleyball squad next Tuesday as they host Maple Grove. And then prep football on the 19th. Coon Rapids on the road at Blaine. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Andover, it's the Huskies 3, the Cardinals 2. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us to continue to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Alex Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Good night.